How to create Canva presentations for beginners. Hello everyone and welcome back. In today's video, I'll show you guys step by step how you can create amazing presentations on Canva. Now we all know that Canva has become super popular for presentations, but you can elevate your presentations by employing these tips and tricks. So firstly, simply head on over to Canva and then click on the Presentations tab. Over here, you can click on Create Blank and a blank design will be opened. On the top, you can enter the title of your presentation. So let's say I want to do a presentation on apples. Now on the left, you will see the different types of templates available. Now you can search for the type of template you want. So let's say I want a creative template. So I will just search for creative and now it will show me some templates that are more creative. And you can search for the style of presentation you want very easily to find a template that you personally like. The best part about using Canva is because it has so many different templates, you can actually find a good template for free. So let's say I'm looking for something artistic. Now you guys can see there are so many different options available. Additionally, you can even search by the type of presentation you have. So if you want to create something that's related to marketing, usually those templates are going to have specific tools that you would need, like charts as well as graphs incorporated. And if you're doing a more creative presentation, it's going to have more creative elements included. So let's say I want to build a creative presentation and I can choose to get started from scratch as well, or you can take inspiration from some of these templates. Now, I want to go with a super maximalist template. So I think this style looks pretty nice. I think I'm going to go with this one over here. And then I will just click on apply all 24 pages. You can click on this to apply all the pages and then you can customize this. This looks a bit too much. I think it's a bit too much as compared to what I was expecting. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for a different template. Now I'm just gonna go into the template gallery and we're gonna find something that we like this one. So I'm gonna go with this one and I'm just gonna click on apply all templates. Now from here, you can simply select the text and then do another click, and then you can enter the title of your presentation. Now on the bottom, you're going to find a preview, and on the top left, you're going to be able to edit any element. So I can click on the text and I can choose to edit the font. This particular type of font also has an effect applied, and to check this, the effect that is applied within the template, I can click on elements on the top left, and once I click on elements, you guys can see it has a shadow effect. Now, I think I'm going to leave the effect as it is, but I want to include a picture of an apple. So to do that, I can just go into elements on the left and then search for apple over here. Now you have two options. You can either include a graphic or a photo. Now, let's say I really like this photo, but I don't want to just, have the photo floating over here. Instead, I want it to look like a part of the rest of the presentation. So to make it more stylized, we can use a frame. To do that, just go back into Elements and then search for Frame. Then click on the frames, and then you will be able to see different types of frames that are available. You can even search for a specific type of frame. So if I want, I can go ahead and search for something that is wood. I'll just search for wooden frame. And you guys can see there's this template. There are a few different ones. I think I'm just gonna go with this one over here that has a simple outline. And now I can drag and drop my picture within that. Then I can go into the color and then I'm just gonna change the color of the frame. You can do that by selecting the color from here. And just like that, I can place in my photo by including a more interesting element like this. I think I'm just going to place this on the center and this on the top. Now moving on towards the next page, we can edit every single element just like this. and you can choose to remove anything by clicking on delete. Additionally, if you also want to build a consecutive pattern on your pages without having to manually copy and paste every element, you can do a multi-select. To do that, simply do a left click, and then you're going to be able to do Command C and then Command V. Everything you selected would be copied as it is. Now, to include a bit more of a variability in your patterns, you can click on Flip and flip all the items horizontally or vertically. And then after that, you can follow the same thing over and over again. Now, another really important thing to learn about Canva is that how you can keep your proportions correct. So if I add stylized text like this, so I'll add apples like this and I'll edit the font. So I'm going to make it a vintage font like this one. And if I take a font like this and I have a bit of smaller text, are amazing, apples are amazing like this. But the style includes two different types of fonts that are, placed together. So instead of having to manually move everything all the time or having to do a right click every time you are selecting a particular element, you can simply, and let's say there's even a graphic in this. So let's say I want to include this illustration of an apple within this, like so. So instead of having to manually move everything around, you can select everything together once, then click on group. Now everything will always be selected as a group whenever you're moving it around. Now, another really great thing about using Canva for presentations is its AI image generation feature. So let's say I want to do the analysis of apples. Why not? Because we are creating a presentation on apples. So let's say I want to include a photo of apples, but I can't seem to find a photo that I like. Now, to create my own photo, I can just go into apps on the left and then go ahead and search for Magic Media. Once I search for Magic Media, you're going to find it on the top left, and you are just going to write your prompt over here. So, a variety of apples on a wooden table with apple desserts and shiny and drinks. And now I can allow the AI to generate the particular prompt and create the image for me. This can be especially helpful when you're working on a presentation and you can't seem to find something that is going to work well with the text you have for each individual slide. So now I have the perfect image. I can pick out any one of these four images, and you can see there is a lot of variety as well as quite a nice image generation. So even if you look closely, they don't look bad at all. And just like that, you can get started with Canva presentations. Now, if you want to animate every element within presentations, you can simply hold the element individually and then click on animate. Now you can add an individual animation to everything. So let's say I want to do a fade, or let's say I want to do a baseline, tectonic, exaggerated. We have the photo rise, the photo zoom. I think I'm going to go with the photo zoom on both of these, like so. And even between individual slides, if you hover your cursor at the bottom preview, you can simply click on Add Transition to add a transition between slides as well. Once completed, you can choose to present on Canva or click on Share and then click on Download. You can download this as a PDF print or PPT for easier editing on Microsoft as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe.